UFC 294 is a wrap from Abu Dhabi, and it delivered in numerous ways. From odd fouls throughout the night to violent finishes, this event really had it all. In the end, lightweight champion Islam Makhachev continues to reign supreme as he turned away Alexander Volkanovski for a second time with a vicious head kick knockout in the opening round. Makhachev, who was scheduled to fight Charles Oliveira until an injury in training camp forced him out, stayed calm throughout the entirety of the fight as he controlled Volkanovski with his clinch and low kicks before deciding to go high and hitting the perfect spot. It's unclear who would be next for Makhachev, but he does not care who it is. He told UFC president Dana White after the fight that he just wants someone to face. Volkanovski, who still holds the featherweight title, echoed that sentiment in hope of a quick turnaround once the cuts that were opened up heal. As quickly as the blockbuster fight came together, it was over. Islam Makhachev's brutal first-round KO win over Alexander Volkanovski has left the MMA world stunned in the main event of UFC 294, with a UFC legend questioning if the Aussie has now missed his opportunity to become a double champion despite his brave attitude. The headline fight lasted mere minutes, and was significantly quicker than the pair's original bout, after lightweight champion Makhachev landed a monster left kick to Volkanovski's head to seal the win. Volkanovski afterwards sat on the ground in disbelief, with blood streaming from the 35-year-old's eyebrow as the reality of the rapid result was sinking in. We were reminded tonight that Islam is the best in the world, UFC great Daniel Cormier began on main event. But when you think about Alex Volkanovski, what a savage to step up in this position. To me, I was looking at my face as he was getting finished, and while I'm happy for Makhachev of course, you feel like Volkanovski lost his opportunity to become a double champ at some point. Because now it was so definitive that he may not get his chance again. But, this dude is already spinning it forward. In less than 3 months he's like, let me get Ilia Topuria. But that is the champion that Volk is, and we don't think that he can win based on anything false. All he's shown us is absolute greatness, and I don't think him losing tonight diminishes anything. He's still the featherweight champion. Of course, featherweight champ Volkanovski only had 11 days to prepare for what was the biggest fight of his life, filling in for Charles Oliveira after the Brazilian was removed due to injury. With that in mind, the Aussie ultimately hadn't lost any admirers against arguably the greatest ever lightweight to step in the ring. The guy took it on 11 days' notice, and we sat here all this week and, not lying, truthfully thought he had a chance of going out there and winning, UFC commentator Paul Felder told Main Event. That's what we think of Alexander Volkanovski and how big of a talent he is, how much of a champion he is. But ultimately, we're dreamers a lot in this sport. We love the underdog. We love the Rocky story, sometimes reality checks you. It's like, no, this guy has been preparing for a full training camp life after. He's obviously the best lightweight in the world right now, and he did what he did. Elsewhere, the immediate reaction from the UFC world on social media was sheer shock given Volkanovski, though the outsider, was expected to put up more of a fight, while giving due plaudits to Makhachev.